Once again, the 1400 category would see the usual faces out to do battle. And it was a growing category as well. Winners from round 2, Callum Black and Michael Gilby lead the crews away with a 7-second advantage over the morning stages. Behind them on the leaderboard were Chris Powell and Jim Lewis. They weren't happy with their tyre choice, opting for too soft a tyre compound given the conditions. But it wasn't affecting the times, or so it would seem. For Dave and Toby Brick, it will be a hard-charging third. A little further back on the times than you might have expected, though. They just weren't feeling it in the car this morning and unable to chase for that lead. No explanations, no rally driver excuses here. Knocking on the door of the podium positions once again, meanwhile, were Steve Black and Paul Morris. 9 seconds back from Brick at this stage and still putting the pressure on. For Dominic Hodge and Stefan Arndt, it would be 5th. Some good times over the morning, seeing them take that position overall in the micro. And second of our rear-wheel drive crews in the results at this stage will be Noel Lappin and Will Atkins. Great to see the variety in this 1400 category. And with the cars running at the head of the field once again, we are certainly hoping to see more crews returning to the series. Justin Lawson, Julian Wilkes, where are you? Matthew and Daniel Evans would lead the way in the 1400 C-Class amongst our results at this stage. 7th place overall as well in the Peugeot. And behind them in the class and overall leaderboard were Richard Garnett and Rob Gillham. 8th place for the pair at this stage, 54 seconds though, the deficit to that class lead. And third in that class would belong to Jamil Shah and Katerina Prokopo. A little further back on the overall leaderboard as well in 9th. There'd be early frustration though for Pete Gorst and Phil King, breaking a drive shaft on the second stage of the day, pulling over to let the other crews pass before continuing. It was game over for a result, but they would continue to get some seat time and have some fun out there on these Rallynuts stages. In the Rally First category, there would be just 2 crews out this weekend, and the lead there would belong to this man, Graham Roberts, with Stephen Spear alongside. Out in the series after competing in various cars and enjoying the competition here in the BTRDA. And for Joseph Keane and Paul Barbett, it would be second in the class. Not as much experience in the driver's seat for Joseph, but still going well nonetheless. Another bit of early attrition for Sam and Liam Johnson from the category. They snap a gear linkage in the very first stage of the day. So with 4 stages complete, it's business as usual at the top of the leaderboard. 2 more stages left to fight it out for that victory.
Callum, it's good to see you back fighting, and it's going well so far today.
Yeah, it's great to be back. We've only done a couple of rallies in the last couple of years, so really enjoying it. Just need to try stay ahead now.
Yeah, you have a good battle on your hands with Chris, because he is quick out there.
Yeah, I mean, the pace in the 1400s is pretty mega, to be fair, so you only need to look at the overall times and see how we're all doing. So yeah, we just need to keep plugging away. 2 long stages now, so yeah, just hopefully no dramas and keep going.
Good luck. Chris, it's going well out there, and you've got a bit of a fight on your hands, which I know you like.
Oh yeah, we always like a good fight. It's normally Dave, but actually Callum's quicker than us today, so we've got to get our fingers out this afternoon.
Yeah. You've been swapping times this morning, so you're hoping to swap them back in the afternoon?
Yeah, we were a bit quicker on the first one, which we're repeating, so that bodes well for us. Yeah. And then we were tight on the second one. He took a bit out on the last 2. We're not using those again, so you never know. We might be able to sneak it a bit back and just sneak in by a second or 2 at the finish. That'd be lovely.
Fighting talk. It is lovely. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Dave, you're in thereabouts, but you seem to be down on pace a little.
Yeah, not on the pace today. It's a bit fast for me. I like it slippy and slidey, to be honest, so it's not really suiting me. Having a few gearbox issues, I can't get it in second very easily. So it's a bit concerning when you do want to slow down. Yeah, so no, not on the pace today, I'm afraid.
On to the second half of the day then, and there'd be no change in the Rally First category as we see Joseph Keane and Paul Barbett taking that second position that they'd held all day. That, of course, meant it was a category victory for Graham Roberts and Stephen Spear. A good weekend for the pair to take, by the end of the day, a convincing victory. By their own admission, they were just out for some fun this afternoon. It would be some interesting lines as well, being driven by Pete Gorst and Phil King, sometimes a little over the limit. After that drive shaft earlier on, though, they could be forgiven for going out there and having a bit of a throw around. They end the rally in one piece, though, with 9th place. For Richard Garnett and Rob Gillam, it will be 8th. No change on the leaderboard for the pair in the afternoon stages, taking 2nd place in 1400C. And taking the class victory would be Matthew and Daniel Evans. They get themselves a minute's advantage in that position by the end of the event, 7th on the overall leaderboard. For Noel Lappin and Will Atkins, meanwhile, it will be 6th. A strong result for the escort pair, but only just holding off Evans by a single second. Things just hadn't gone to plan, though, this weekend for Dave and Toby Brick. Unable to challenge for the win, they were uncharacteristically off the pace and eventually end the event with 5th overall in the Corsa. That slip down the order then for Brick would of course see some movement on the results around them. And for Dominic Hodge and Stefan Arndt, that meant a move to 4th overall in the Micro. It would be another podium this weekend for Steve Black and Paul Morris. 3rd place for the pair, another strong result, even if it wasn't top of that family battle. And there would be nothing else that Chris Powell and Jim Lewis could do to take the win. They try everything in their armoury in that Sunbeam, but they'd have to settle for 2nd place. But with competition this close and exciting, it wasn't a result that they'd be worried about taking away this weekend. Just happy to be in an exciting fight like this. That, of course, means that 1400 veteran Callum Black, if we can call him that, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire extraordinaire Michael Gilby are able to keep hold of that lead through to the finish to make it win number 2. Of course, they have a serious eye on the championship now going into the next round on the Plains Rally in May. So confirmation then of that result for Black. A strong end to a close rally and win number 2 this season for the MG pair.
Well, I think that goes down as a pretty good day in the office. Have you finished that cream egg?
Yeah, I'm just in the process of really good cream egg. No, great day, really enjoyed it. Car's been amazing. I couldn't believe the difference from the Malcolm Wilson, but it's really slippy, the low grip. It's really good when this thing in the dry. So yeah, really enjoyed it and had a smile on my face all day.
It's like you've gone back to your roots and you haven't forgotten anything. It's like riding a bike.
I just said that to Gilby, yeah, proper go back to my roots. So we had this car in 2010. Our mechanic, Peddes, now owns it, and he's been kind enough to lend me the car for the last couple of rallies. So I think we'll just have to take it round by round and keep going if we keep winning.
Chris, it wasn't to be in the end, but I know that you love nothing better than getting to the end of the rally, knowing you've had a blooming good battle, and you've done that today.
Yeah, we've had a really good day. Really enjoyed ourselves. We were disappointed not to win, but you can't take away from Callum. He was so fast. We were as fast as we could this afternoon, and we couldn't catch him. He just kept taking time out of us. So when someone does that, you just got to shake their hands, haven't you?
I feel like we're getting to some good days for the 1400s, don't you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean it was good. I mean, Dave wasn't quite as quick as normal. He was obviously having a few issues, but you know he would have been right on our pace normally. And with 3 people battling for a win, and that's only good for the championship, isn't it? Really makes the win feel better as well. Then
yeah, the 1400s are back at the front now, so no excuse. We want all the old guns back out.
I think so. Yeah, it's brilliant. The roads are great. Even the second run, you know, we're getting really good conditions. You can't argue with that, can you? Really?
No. The Justin Lawsons and the Julian. Yeah.
Yeah.
More back out, don't we?
Yeah. More. Yes, please. Yeah. Come on, boys, back out.
Steve, it's a good podium to be a part of today. A bit of a family affair as well. Good stages, though.
Yeah, really enjoyed the rally. Really good stages. Yeah, had a good afternoon, but Callum was in another class.
I've got to ask, is there a bit of family rivalry? Do you sit around the table at family lunches?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of family rivalry, but I just nowhere near him today at all. But hey ho.
Next time the fight will take on again.
Yeah, I'll try a bit harder next time. We'll see what we can do.
Well, we've had some brilliant battles here in Wales for the Rallynuts stages, and how fitting that we finish on our 1400 podium with the cars running at the front of the field again. I just have a feeling we're going to get a bit of a renaissance, and let's have some more of those 1400 entries out and let's bolster that category here in the BTRDA. We'll see you next time out here on Special Stage. Thank you for watching.